Hello and welcome to the Silver Gauntlets. Been a while, huh? Good to have you back, all. And we have a treat for you. Today is the Restreamer Showdown. It is Dastar versus SadieSweet. The two of them gambled against chat's generosity, and predictably, they lost. So, what we have for you today is a Triforce Blitz Season 2 settings-ish match with a few quality of life improvements for Dastar and Sadie. And here to tell you all about it are your commentators, KLO and Kyrie Strombom. Folks, how are you?
Not too bad. I've got my water. I've just had an omelette, so I am sorted for the next 2 hours. How are you today, Kyrie?
I'm pretty good myself. I'm looking forward to being back in the commentary booth after a well-deserved break after last season.
Yeah, I'm afraid I'm a bit out of practice on Blitz, but I have been getting back into it just to commentate on this race. So, two runners that should be familiar to regulars on the Silver Gauntlets. But for those of you who might be new, Dastar and Sadie are volunteers within the community, both restreamers, both commentators, and both trackers. Dastar, I believe, was involved in the planning of Season 2 of Blitz, therefore, is the clear favourite in this. So Sadie's got a way to go for this.
Yeah. Also, yeah, so Triforce Blitz, for those of you that don't know, isn't like regular Rando, to where the goal is to beat Ganon. You are looking for 3 Triforce pieces that are in a dungeon. And there you get step counts, which kind of will lead you into the direction of where it is. And that's, the hints work a bit differently. We'll explain that when the time comes. And also, it's not just regular Triforce Blitz. As said by Tobias, there's some quality of life improvements. So, chickens is set to 1. Dead Hand, you need K-Sword for Dead Hand to be in Logic. HBA 1500 is off. We are starting with double defense. But standard ice traps can be any major item.
Yeah, we gave him some quality of life improvements, but for every HBA 1500 off, you've got to make up for that. So ice traps are on.
Yeah.
So to clarify, generally on the settings, you start off at the Temple of Time, and the 3 Temple of Time hint stones will give you the number of required items to each of your 3 paths. What this means is that we'll get a lot more hints, a lot more guidance, but you have to be able to read that logic. We have a 2-hour time limit, so...
Yes. It's another thing.
So you better read that logic fast. We do have a prediction on the line for what will be the number of counts. It can be anywhere from 0 up to the mid-20s. It can be as awful as you can imagine, or it can be incredibly simple.
I put all my money on to 11, between 11 and 15. That's where I'm going with.
And we're about to kick off. We've got a Song of Time start, not the most useful starting song. We do have one child stone.
Oh, Sadie is checking head. And going straight to child. 18! 18!
Stop!
9! Spirit up!
I think we all wanted at least one long one for this race.
19. No, I want some zeros. Zeros are...
Five's a perfectly polite number of paths.
5's alright.
9 is...
9's not terrible, but it's kind of an awkward one. in my...
So, I guess both our runners have immediately written off the idea of getting their power piece. Is the vibe I'm getting.
Unless it's some really weird logic that eventually leads to K-Sword and Peace being on Dead Hand. In which case...
There are ways to get around some of these blocks. King's Or skip is allowed. We do have... Mido skip is allowed, so if that 18 steps is for example, Forest Temple access, or for Ice Cavern access, we might still see power.
And
20 is a strength.
20 is a strength. That is really bad considering Spirit was path to power.
It's not awful. I mean, you get to know that nice and early.
Yeah, true. And a bottle.
If you want to rush ice.
I was about to say, rush ice. Rushing ice is always the play.
Rushing ice is encouraged in these settings.
It is an interesting
River is so
straight away.
River. I mean, we don't even have ZL. We can't rush ice yet.
Says you.
And
Up with that attitude.
well, you need at least hovers. Is Tobias in comms now? Is Tobias in the comms booth now?
He is, yeah. He decided that...
After the 19? Oh my gosh!
Yeah, after the 19, we need some more commentary.
Well,
It's an interesting deviation from the very start that Dastar has done a more traditional go to adult category, go get your song, do the graveyard, while sending a straight child to get the London Ranch song, likely to see a song check.
There's the first
And
ice trap.
There we go.
And one thing to note about Sadie. Sadie is very pro Valley Lake. Just saying.
Yes, she is, which is why she was very offended at what Drune put as the custom message for the start of the race in the seed.
What was it?
Gudrun wrote in there, Valley Lake is a foolish play this seed. She could be lying, who knows?
No, but I have a feeling you're gonna see Valley Lake from Sadie.
Definitely, it would be weird if it won't.
Which I'm okay with. I like Valley Lake, but like for me it has to be a smart Valley Lake. Like, has to make sense.
It's not necessarily a bad choice. With the Triforce Blitz, though, you can go get more stones nice and quickly. Maybe with Soria, or at least River.
Yeah.
So you've got more of a chance of finding a foolish snake eye or a foolish River. It's going to push you in that direction.
Yeah.
First song we picked.
What was it? Prelude. That's kind of convenient.
Yeah, it's convenient for Sadie having one child first. It's a nice easy way to get back at her.
Oh, right. Is it random spawns for Triforce Blitz?
Nope.
No.
Completely
Vanilla on both.
vanilla.
Magic.
Magic.
Our first
And-
magic, that's likely to come into play with the 18 path.
Yeah.
Once you've got a path that's 18, it's more of a question of which items do I not need for this.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's more of a question: is it Shadow or is it Spirit?
Yeah, pretty much.
Long path count. I'm thinking light trial.
Ooh, that's gross. And Minuet. Oh, that'll burn Sadie a little bit.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna help Dastar's child. Yeah.
Actually, it's not too bad because we do have vanilla spawns. It would be worse if it was random spawns.
Yeah, the prelude does take some of the bite out of that. The nice thing that Dastar's going to be able to do is the Kakiri Forest Woods loop and ending in Kakiri Forest, rather than ending at the end of that path in the Sacred Forest Meadow.
Yeah. I thought Dastar was gonna miss that. I really did.
We actually did a little coaching session yesterday, and he was worried that he'd missed that jump, so he's gonna be pretty happy that he didn't. And there's our first unlock hint. Zelda's Lullaby unlocks the way to the hover boots. That answers my question about Spirit or Shadow, by the way.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. There's plenty of long path counts that end in Fire Temple. And depending on where that hammer is.
While you are
there's a big
right,
chest.
I don't really want to think about it. That's child lock.
Mirror,
Okay.
and that's a mirror. Ew. Okay. But yeah, no, that jump, I tend to I have to whenever I do it, I just slow down. I take my time. I'll see up. I make sure I don't mess up because I've messed it up way too many times. And this looks like a river play from Dastar. Very typical this is common in Triforce Blitz because of the hints.
3 stones can make the difference, and you're investing an extra minute in there. Really, for me, it depends on whether I have items to get there as a child by the time I finish.
Wait, that was Valley Foolish.
Sadie.
That was
Oh!
Valley.
Gudrun,
She's
Gudrun, did you
happy.
plan this? I wanna know, did you plan this?
Sadie is not happy right now. I can hear her. I can hear her. She is sad. She is crying.
It doesn't just need Valley to be empty. It needs Valley to be empty and hinted in a place that's before.
Was that
GGG to Courage. Yep.
Courage, yeah.
GGG to Courage, and that was Blue Fire in the lower section.
Poor Sadie.
It's not as useful having Blue Fire in these settings because you can get inside Ganon's castle by completing a single dungeon. As soon as you get bomb bagged, as soon as Dastar gets a hook shot, Ganon's castle will be in logic. Because you can go be either Forest Temple or
True.
Storm's
Ooh. OT is
Samsung.
Samsung.
Okay, yeah, we're never seeing that. That's exactly one check being locked by that.
I think
Neither
it's
runner will care
likely.
about that.
Yeah, but I think it's 18 path count. You never know.
It's true, it's behind Water and Spirit Temple. That'll definitely come into play if we see a Kakiri Forest hit at any point. If the Mirror Shield gets pointed at, that really does.
Trail to
value.
Wisdom.
Mm-hmm. So that is the first hint with a path location that we can reasonably find or look at soonish. Both GTG and Spirit obviously locked behind getting across Gerudo Valley. So that's going to be on the mind of both runners. It's very interesting to me how much they have deviated, and GTG to Wisdom as well.
And GTG is also
Yeah. So very interesting to see how much both of them have decided to deviate from one another here, where Dastar has basically gone for a pretty standard, I would say, adult opener in Triforce Blitz, going first Kakariko, then upriver to get more hints. Sadie has gone the complete, polar opposite direction and gone child, and Dastar's getting rewarded for following up on songs here. He has Epona's song. He can now get across Gerudo Valley and have a look at what is in GTG as soon as he has some equipment for it. That is the second GTG to Courage hit also.
Yeah, I don't think
That's
he's
very
going.
risky.
I don't think you go GTG unless you get. I don't even know, a bow.
Well, you want a bow before you go.
Yeah, I would
trade
agree.
rounds is
I would
nice
say a
thing.
bomb bag or choose though, because then you could go around and play Song of Time and check right side. Bombs, hook, or a bow, I think, are the three things that would push me into GTG early. One of those three things.
Yeah, you need a way to be able to do hookless GTG to make it worth your while getting over there. Jabu to power. So this is Jabu's revenge after all.
Oh gosh.
Oh god. So this is Season 2 settings, so in theory there is exactly 3 checks inside Jabu Jabu.
Oh, is Stinger's off?
Yeah, Stinger's
is
boomerang
off.
chest is always off in Triforce Blitz because it's in the
Annoying.
combination of getting a
You don't
getting
want
a
Ruto's letter to point.
you don't want
to
Ruto's
single
letter
chest
being a
chest.
path item for that
Like,
single chest, basically.
Fair.
The Epona's song Dastar picked up there, I don't think it's going to pay off as much as you think, because Sadie is going to be getting Minuet as soon as she goes Addle, really. There's not much pointing her anywhere else at the moment other than just go get the song.
Yeah, pretty much.
Unless Dastar gets a bow before going Child, which, let's be honest, what else can you do at the point but other than go Child?
Yeah.
He has decided to go child now, it seems. He's checking pedestal just because he can. And is now getting or following the basically the route we discussed yesterday, where he has decided, or where he wants to just get some information early on, get some early Sphere Zero checks out of the way, and then focus on songs for a bit. And yeah, he's just executing that.
Hunting Hintstones is never a bad play in my opinion. The more information you have, the more locations you can cut out.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Whether that's getting direction on your paths, or whether that's getting foolish hints.
Deku
For
Tree is
example,
foolish.
Deku Tree is not foolish. That's one.
Foolish Dungeon is a
removed
great.
from your hand.
Yeah, Foolish Dungeon is always great information, because dungeons are the locations where your win conditions live. It's where the Triforce pieces are. So getting that out of or getting a hint that a dungeon is foolish is just great value in any case.
Yep. And Dastar
Unfortunately,
also
not the
has.
nicest dungeon to get a hint on, because the Deku Tree, everything is open in logic as soon as you get the Kakiri Sword. But it does mean that the Kakiri Sword is much less bait now. You can't get baited into Deku Tree.
Yeah. I do like this song, Day of Time for Dastar being able to check Richard. And also Treasure Chest game.
No, the trading, don't believe they start with Lens.
No. Dastar found lens.
Oh, where was it again? That was in the
Yep.
cow cage. Okay,
Yeah, your guess is in.
Guess is in now.
Yeah, it was cat cow.
And Treasure Chest game is Dastar's next stop.
What was my guess? Left, right, left, right. Okay. Come on. Come on.
We're starting with the left.
Okay, I'm still in. Let's do this.
We did see the skulls are on 20. The strength on
Left.
20 skulls.
Oh.
Nobody has picked it up yet, though.
2 lefts.
And a right.
Oh
I'm
my.
out.
I'm still in.
So is Gudrun. Both of you are out.
No. Dang it.
Sadie
Oh, well.
waiting out time of day here. Got there pretty good timing. Without Sunsong, it can be an issue getting to Night Market again without going adult, setting time as an adult, and then heading out.
Yeah.
But, you know, Sadie's had to wait 15 seconds here at most. And that's a worthy sacrifice.
And Sadie can check another hint.
Potentially 2 hints. It's much easier to get to Hyrule Castle 2 in the nighttime as the guard's vision is shorter.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
For sure.
You can do the, you can jump off the bridge to get to the other side. Only at nighttime, though.
I didn't know that.
And Sadie, I believe, picking up the first skull of the seed.
I mean, well, that strength upgrade is likely to come into play. But let's be honest. Do we expect to see the 18 step?
No, we expect.
No.
We hope that one of them finds a Triforce piece within the 2-hour time limit. But yeah, both of them now know that Jabu is path to power. Both of them likely less than enthused about that.
The seed has been polite, though. It does have an incredibly long path in that power path, but it has given us 3 hints for the other paths. Too often I've had seeds where you have one 20-step path and 9 out of the 10 hints are for it. We've got a nice variety here.
Bomb of the Well to power.
So finding out where the Song of Storms is could well reveal why this is such a high path count.
If only Ocarina Dive or Navi Dive were allowed, because I'm gonna guess it's behind the Wasteland. Or beyond the Wasteland, rather.
It could be. Then it could be on Prelude. Well, Prelude's only locked by bombs.
Yeah.
Running Kakariko would be mean, considering that's Shadow and Foolish Deku Tree. Ocarina of Time would be very unpleasant, because that's Water and Spirit Temple. That's a significant amount of time investment. Finding the long shot and actually beating Spirit Temple.
Yeah. See, I really, want one of our runners to go trail, but at the same time, it's not worth it because he can only get 1 check at the time.
Yeah.
This time.
It doesn't really make sense to go up that mountain trail until you have some sort of explosives. And Dastar getting Slingshot minigame on the first try, which he was worried about. So, good job.
Unfortunately, he will not be killing Ganon.
Indeed. Mimo Arrows 2.0 here.
Theoretically, there is one use for the light arrows, and that is killing a number of enemies with it. Gives you 50 rupees. So, it does make farming money slightly easier.
Yep.
I've literally only used it in a race once, though.
Oh, wow.
Both runners do seem to be spending time on the skulls. That is 100% the correct play, in my opinion. You've got Spirit, you want to get a Strength. You want to get a Strength wherever you can.
A Strength upgrade also unlocks so much more in this seed, so hunting those skulls definitely is worthwhile.
Oh, I didn't even notice there was an ice trap in a big chest there. I love it.
Yeah, that was the first one we got, and I believe the only one we found so far.
Yeah. Standard ice traps means there will be 6 ice traps in the entire seed, so let's see how many we can catch.
I mentioned Vanilla Requiem. That's not actually as far out of the question as you might think. All you need is a long shot or hovers.
Yeah.
Once we get that, it's in logic.
Yep.
We
I
do
wonder.
have...
I wonder.
we-
Oh, you know what I just thought of something that could increase the path count dramatically. So ZL lock behind bombs on Prelude to to
Maybe
get
getting low on health here.
to get hovers in no, because then where would we never mind. I'm just rambling about something that's I
It's
don't
not
even
in this
know.
universe.
I think Sadie is now at 1 hit away from having to redo this race, unfortunately.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't think it's gonna get to the Dampe in time here. Under a
Nope.
minute.
Nope.
Uh,
Just jump off, take the death. You're gonna miss out on a check.
Generally speaking, high path counts mean that one of three things is what tends to be out of the way. Either Zelda's Lullaby, either bombs, or the hookshot. Those are the ones that tend to inflate all the path counts. And we do
Yeah.
have a 5 and a 9. A 9 can be quite high. I would be expecting to see either hookshot or bombs or Zelda's Lullaby sitting at that 5 step.
Yeah, fair enough.
And then on the counterpoint to that, the last item in a step, the last item in a path, when you've got something this long, really there's only so many things it can be. You know, it could be a long shot, it could be the hammer, it could be, well, it's not the Kakiri sword in this case, but items like that don't lock many checks themselves.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, but
Yep,
bottlenecky
Ruto's
items,
Lacquer is one
basically.
of those. Yeah. We do know we need to get into Jabu, so Ruto's letter is out there somewhere, as is the boomerang, in places that we will hopefully be guided towards. Really, the runners should be, and I think they are, focusing on that wisdom and courage pieces. Wisdom and courage paths, because, let's be honest, there's going to be a lot of overlap between the three of them.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. When you get an
Strength in
18,
20... Sorry, yeah, I believe the strength on 20 is going to be in logic with maybe one more item. Having the bottle does put more skulls in play, but I think they're probably sitting at around 18 or 19 at the moment. Not quite enough.
yeah. Like they're almost there, but they get a hook shot or a rang, you know.
Hookshot or Rang, definitely. Ruto's letter, the way into Dora's domain. Maybe a song that gives them a different location. Yeah, there are things. Requiem would definitely put it in play because they do have, or at least Dastar has that slingshot to get into Child Spirit.
Oh yeah. Dastar getting its Goron's tunic.
Yeah, they're kind of just tracing each other's footsteps at the moment. Just where Sadie started as child, Dastar did a loop around adult Hyrule first, and vice versa. So they're now basically grabbing stuff or
River's
looking
really
at stuff.
I think River's the only real main thing that Dastar has over Sadie at this point, and Day Market. I think it's 4 or 5, and where the question was how many skulls does a lone bottle add in. I can count 4, but knowing me, I've probably missed 1. Yeah, unfortunately that's Valley
No,
Foolish.
I think there's like
The Rookie
7.
Sadie off.
I think there's 7.
What?
Kilo. Because there's Valley, there's Colossus, there's 2 in Lost Woods, there's 1 in Kakiri Forest, 1 in
Yeah, I think it
Graveyard,
needs
1 in
things
Lake.
to get.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant, like, in general. Right now, yeah, there's, like,
Meant
5.
a lone bot.
Oh, yeah. Right now, there's, like, 5. Yeah. I'm pretty sure at the moment, they can get everyone besides Colossus.
No Colossus, no Bolero, and no Death Mountain Trail, because you need to blow up the rock in front of Dodongo's Cavern for it.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Ooh,
Dang.
Sadie is looking to grab the
Blue Fire.
blue fire here in River, which is interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. We don't have the ability to complete a dungeon yet, so Blue Fire is not in logic at the moment.
Getting there is a trick. It's not in logic
Well-
right now without hover boots, but she seems to be gearing up for it.
I did
One
not.
of the
I do not know
brilliant
about that
bits.
setup. I do not know that setup.
No.
I just do the eyeball setup where you like jump off of the one onto the other and just pray it works. Pray the
That is-
Octorok doesn't shoot you.
That is as far as my setups for this go as well.
Also, like,
I don't think anyone
Well,
has the
like-
same set. Everyone has their own.
I don't really use setups for a whole lot. Like, I don't use a setup for the Forest Temple recoil. I just eyeball it. The only
Being
set.
first to head up Death Mountain Trail here.
as a
Yeah.
child, no
On
less.
the-
That is a hook shot on top of Dodongo's Cavern.
Oh wow, that's big.
Good find.
I would explain why it's on the lower path count.
That is big, big, big.
Yeah, and Trail being on the path to being on the path to wisdom does give us some information. So we might be just looking at, well, where are we looking at? 5 steps with no other information yet, really.
Yeah, 5 steps. It's useful to have. It doesn't really give us that much
Oh.
information.
Another thing to does Sadie know how to? You can't do that with the bomb. You have to like side hop. Oh wait, you can't.
You can if you
Yeah,
time it right. It's a bit
Okay.
finicky.
Yeah, I
Time
always
it or you
just
position it,
yeah, I
or you
always
just
just
continuously wing it and eventually get it.
I always just side hop off of the raised ledge to the side there as a child. And that puts 20 in play.
Definitely
For
does
sure.
put 20 in play now. We do have access to Strength 1. Not sure if Strength 1 gives us too much on its own. It's nice to have, but get the Bolero song with it.
This is also
You
enough to
want
get. Yep, it's also enough to get it to Ganon's castle. The hookshot alone, together with Minuet, is enough to beat Forest Temple.
Right.
Because shortcut
'cause-
is open, and obviously Ganon's castle has 8 more checks. Dastar is deciding on his next play here and plays Nocturne. We'll see where it goes next. Hookshot was on top of Dodongo's Cavern.
Yeah.
Decently likely situation here could well be the Zelda's Lullaby being on the crater. Tends to be a
Farming
standard place for it.
farming money. Maybe Dastar wants to buy a shield. Yeah, Dastar wants to buy a shield, I think.
Makes sense.
The
I
good place to farm.
Wait, you just. Oh wait,
He
has
just
enough,
left. Yeah,
no.
he has enough money. He has enough money
But he
to
left
buy.
10.
Yeah, that's gonna buy him in the butt later because he sometimes has trouble managing his consumables and tends to buy bombs or sticks And he's
Oof.
gonna be 10 rupees short at some point.
Oh no.
It depends on how much, how friendly the Bazaar Man is. How
I
much of a
bet
discount you get.
he plays Minuet after this and goes and beats Forest. Nope.
We shall see.
Alright. Oh no, he's gonna go get the Bolero song, I think. He just put on Goron tuning. No, he can't get it yet. Because he has no way of getting to Crater.
Not quite sure what he's doing up the mountain at this point, yeah.
I'm confused. Dastar, what are you doing, pal?
As if he knows.
I think he plans on going into Crater, but he's gonna realize he has no way of opening
I'm
up
sure he has a
Crater.
strategy in mind.
Sadie is the first into Forest. If and when she steps slightly closer to the tree branch.
There's a lot of skulls you could get here.
Yep.
Yeah,
Definitely a good
I mean,
play.
if you're trying to get that skull, Forest Temple is the best place
Uh-oh.
for skulls.
Both of them
There are
also
five-
do
there are
have
5 of them.
both of them also do have Song of Time, because I think that was our starting song. Yeah,
And
it
Was
was
our
our
starting
starting
song.
song.
And welcome in Zelda speedruns.
Oh
See
dear.
that the weekly has
Yo!
finally
Oh.
finished.
Welcome in Zelda
It's-
speedruns.
Also,
It's a
Dastar.
it's a shame
Oh
you all
no,
missed the start of
Sadie!
this.
Uh-oh. Sadie. Climb. Yeah,
Yep.
Dastar realized he can't do what he was planning on doing, got up the mountain, and played Prelude. Yeah, we have an 18 step to power right now. It's not looking pretty.
What makes this seed bad?
welcome in.
Oh,
We do
she's aiming for the
have,
she's aiming for the weeds and not for the skull. What makes the seed bad? It's honestly not a bad Triforce Blitz seed, except the path counts. So there's an 18-step power path with so far 0 indication as to what all items are on that path to power. We are also
You know what
looking
I
at...
just realized?
Yeah?
Dastar has a hook. Is he gonna go GTG? He's gonna go... I think he's going GTG with that hook he got. I like this play. Okay. I personally like this play. But yeah. Sorry for cutting you off.
So, welcome in Zelda Speedruns viewers. I do know a number of you may not know how Triforce Blitz works, may not have seen one of these before. You will notice on the left side of the HUD we've got set up here that we have 3 Triforce pieces to pick up. The Power piece, the Wisdom piece, and the Courage piece. Now, the number next to that is what we were told at the very start, which is the number of items that are required to pick up that piece. Now, those pieces can be in any check within a dungeon. Now, 18 items is a lot. It's a lot more than we normally see. So, at the moment, we're trying to understand why it's so high, and focusing on picking up the other 2 pieces.
Sadie's gonna
we
die.
Do have...
Sadie's gonna die.
What?
Power crouch
there is a
down,
fairy.
Sadie.
There's a fairy here. We did start with double defense, so she can survive another jump slash now. There is the fairy with its awful hitbox to save even more hits. And fairy is gone. It's the worst hitbox in the game. It's even worse than the Twin Rover hitboxes. Dastar is the first going into Gerudo Training Grounds. We do know that the Gerudo Training Grounds is path to Courage and to Wisdom, so there are 2 items in there needed.
It's Courage and
It is
Wisdom?
gold.
I thought it was
It's
Courage and
Wisdom
Power.
Training Grounds. It is bold that he's going in without bombs or a bow, but will be able to get a decent way around the left side with that hook shot. Will also allow him to get to the right side of the maze. Which is worse, the fairy hitbox, the boulders getting hit by bombs? It's the fairies. It's the fairies. Boulder hitboxes are the third worst behind the Twin Rover stage 1 hitboxes. Is it possible that one item can be both paths? Yes, it can, but it will only be hinted on one of them. Yeah, it's the same rules as every other setting, that each item can only be hinted once. You know, that works the same for Way of the Heroes, paths, and for Triforce Blitz.
Yep. We're about to see the courtyard loop of forest.
Yes, we do have a strength on 20 skulls, so Sadie has dipped into forest, A, probably to beat it, and B, to pick up those extra skulls. You know, with that one key, 5 of them are now in logic,
And
because we do have the enabled.
it's also nice because it unlocks, or it's unlocked by the hook shot, which was a path.
It was.
Oh,
One thing that is always noted, though, is that dungeon hints are prioritized. So we don't have anything pointing us towards Forest Temple at this point.
Yeah.
The best thing about it is, though, it's the 5 fastest skulls in the game, really.
yeah. Also,
You Sadie just killed the skull.
there is a big chest in the right side of the maze.
Yep.
There
So
is.
that is
Unfortunately, Dastar's going to have to go all the way around to pick it up, though.
Yep.
And
No bombs for him.
the power crouch stabs. Thank you, Dastar.
Successful with 5 keys. I didn't quite see which chests in the maze were big. I know there was one on the right side, which just needs the Song of Time.
I think it
or
was just.
9.
I think it was just that. I didn't see any others.
Yeah, I didn't see any in the maze. The one that we definitely saw was the right side of the maze, so Song of Time gives us access to that, as long as we go all the way around.
Dastar gonna fill up on health. I do not blame him.
Oh yeah, even with double defense, having an extra heart too is going to be useful here. And correct, Ventinor, we can get to the Song of Time blocks via the hook shot.
See, I can
take
never
one-
get that. I can never get that recoil that Dastar just did. Like I struggle with it.
Thumb's not strong enough to spam that hard.
Yeah. Yep, for some reason I could get BLJs in Mario.
You have a big chest in Forest.
Like it. It's gonna be Stone of Agony, please. Or an ice trap, please.
It could be. It could be. Granted, it could be another strength. It could be a bow. There's plenty of stuff that we're not going to get hinted that we'll still need. Isn't counted on the path, as you don't specifically need to get it. You're getting bullied hard by that Octorok. Trying very hard not to jump off.
Not anything useful,
Biggoron
but
sword is
Biggoron
nice.
sword is still useful. Still neat.
20-minute time save?
That's going to be very useful for Sadie going into training grounds for killing those Dynalphos and Stalfos.
Yeah, it'll also be nice for Phantom Ganon.
That's very true. It can really help having a 1 cycle on Phantom Ganon if we get the power crouch stabs right.
Is it possible to 1 cycle Phantom Ganon without?
Yes, but it's complicated. It
Okay.
involves getting him something, and then it involves slashing him on the way back up. It's not something.
Oh.
It's one of these tricks that I haven't even attempted to learn because
It's not as simple as just
it's basically the same strategy as Zero Cycle, Phantom Ganon.
there's a zero cycle Phantom
Is
Cannon.
Yeah, Zero Cycle and Phantom Ganon is when he comes off the horse, you can basically hit him immediately as he comes through the fence.
Oh wow.
There's a couple of tutorials on YouTube that I haven't watched because I don't want to learn it.
Yeah, I no. I'm fine
Yeah,
with
there's one
just
hammerlock
fighting.
key. Hammerlocked key doesn't really matter too much in this case because we do have Song of Time to get to that big chest in the right-hand side, and the center was dead, I believe.
Dastar being Dastar wanted to get the silver rupees. I saw him think about it and then
He did. I would be saving that until you've got the iron boots, though. I'm not sure if he knows he can hit the Song of Time blocks from that pillar as well.
play.
Have it train.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, you can't even gold scale. You can't even gold scale the toilet, let alone zero scale it.
Yeah.
But for all we know, it's going to be iron boots here in training grounds.
First, it's another key, which is also welcome. And Sadie picking up her lens of truth. Dastar's taking another look at the maze, or seems to be content with what he's already seen.
Getting keys. Maybe he saw something we didn't.
In any case, bomb bag.
Ooh,
There's our
that's
bomb bags. That definitely sounds like a
big.
path.
All right,
That's
so we
what?
have GTG path to courage and GTG path to wisdom. One of those paths certainly is the bomb bag.
Yep, and that could be 3 steps in if you think about it. Hook shot, Song of Time, Eponas.
Yeah, we don't know where the long shot is. And if that is a path bomb bag, I would hazard quite a strong guess that that is Ponas is going to be required to get over here. There's a lot of bomb-like stuff in the game. Generally speaking, when it's something like a bomb bag, I tend to assume it's the lower path counts. So I would assume that that's the wisdom piece.
So if
choose.
Yeah, if we are looking at a bomb bag as a path item, if that's the path of wisdom, we are looking at hookshot, minuet to get to Sacred Forest Meadow, Epona from Sacred Forest Meadow, Song of Time to get the Song of Time blocks happening, and bomb bag is number 5. So wisdom in
We haven't
Dordon's
seen
Cavern.
we
Rush
haven't seen
DC?
where Sarias is, and there aren't
Yeah.
that many songs that are hard locked by Epona in this case. If Sarias is on Prelude or Requiem, then yes. I'd hold off on counting Minuet in the path, though, if I was running.
Yeah, but if it's Prelude, that's locked behind DC, which would work.
It could be, but I would be saving that until we actually see Prelude.
I would still think a DC would be the next best play for Dastar at this point. There's skulls. And yeah, Sadie's following in Dastar's footsteps, heading to GTG, going through a barren valley, which I know will kill her to do.
It's definitely a good play to be heading to training grounds. You know, there's only so long you can put it off hoping for a bow, especially when it's double path. Both those paths being the lower side.
Although one of the paths is locked behind either bow or strength too, because we only got one major item, or irons.
any case, but Dastar seems to have seems to have decided to take those bombs and head into Dongo's cavern.
I like this play.
It makes sense. It's 7 checks here, and then it unlocks, what, 8 more?
And
7
there's-
more?
and there's
Viscount's
a-
castle.
And there is a good amount to choose. Or skull, not choose. Skulls.
Yeah, some of them are a bit out of the way. There's a nice easy 3 of them.
Neither of the runners doing the hook strat for the guard.
They're not a show for us. Mortal Kombat.
I'm okay with it. And Bomb Bag does give us Crater.
Logically, it was already in place, but
No, it wasn't.
yeah, it was. We could get strength with that hook shot.
Oh, right. Yeah. True.
Then use strength to get past Link the Goron. But that would involve A, collecting 20 skulls, and B, involves doing strength Link the Goron, which I still hate.
No one's got time for that.
Exactly. So there's possibilities of what could be on the Crater song. If it's Zelda's Lullaby or Requiem, then we're unlocking more songs at that point.
And we get a hint here.
Yeah.
Ooh.
There we go.
Sorry.
Okay. So
Okay, this makes DC that much stronger.
it does indeed. So Saria's is indeed bomb locked, which heavily indicates that Minuet locks Epona's, which would then lock those bombs.
Which in turn suggests that we might be close to seeing our first Triforce piece.
We could well. Dastar still collecting hearts. That's very understandable. Sadie holding forward a little bit too long there.
The only thing that would mess that up is if we come across long shot somewhere. Which is no.
If we come across another bomb bag, which is perfectly possible. You know,
Yeah,
we've only seen one item in Gerudo Training Grounds, but there's a lot we can't access at the moment. For all we know, there's a not hard required bow out there, and both the items we need are just in the lobby.
Yep.
I think it's highly likely that those bombs are the path, though.
Oh yeah, I think they're path to wisdom. Ooh.
There's our first big chest into Dunger's Cavern.
That one wouldn't be the piece because we could get that with strength as well.
Depends
Yeah.
on if you have a
Need to
strength
be in the
available. But yeah, we do.
Oh.
Never
We
mind.
do 1 on 20.
Okay.
At least we can find the grottos now.
Sadie, don't go that way. You can't do it. You can't do it. You don't have bombs.
She's
Yeah,
gonna
but
find
you learn
out.
that you can't do it very quickly. Yep. Taking out the aggression on the Dynalfoss.
And not even that.
It's gotta go the long way. Sorry, Sadie.
Yeah. I think at this point, every big chest you see, you're kind of hoping it's a bow.
Yeah.
For every hint stone you look for, you hope it gives you another accessible location, because, you know, we do have unfulfilled hints. They are Spirit Temple, Jabu, and Well, none of which we can access. So we're kind of hanging in the wind on where our next areas should be.
At that point, you're going to go by density, but where even is left to go? You have a hookshot now, so you can have a look around Lake as an adult.
Yeah, we do have Free Scarecrow on, probably the best quality of life improvement since Season 1. I can't
And
see whether that's
Dastar has just now realized that he needs to make this jump work.
Oh, no way!
Ooh,
Just
good.
gets it.
I didn't think that was gonna work.
I also really didn't see the chest on the bomb flower platform, but I assume he saw it
It was
and
small.
decided it was a small one.
It was small.
This man needs a new controller. He has been having dead zone issues the entire race.
I just got a new controller, actually.
Sadie having a little bit of issue with this hookshot target. Needs to be a bit closer. And don't know whether she thinks she needs long shot to do it. She just needs to be standing closer to underneath it.
Oh,
Oh
no.
no.
Oh, no.
I mean, looking from her inputs, it also seems to me that she seems to be having controller troubles. She had trouble earlier, even taking out the sword to fight the Dinophos, and now she had trouble opening the door.
Maybe it's not so much a controller issue, just the emulator isn't set up properly and configured. Because I know that's a problem I had when I started out. My emulator just was not configured properly.
I
And
believe at least one of them does use RetroArch, so having controller issues on RetroArch is kind of, you know, part and parcel.
yeah. Poor Sadie gonna miss out on that bomb bag.
We are about to see, though, Dastar finishing his first dungeon and getting access to Ganon's castle. Oh, big chest.
There's a big chest.
This
Is
is
it gonna be a
wisdom.
Triforce piece?
This is wisdom.
No,
No,
it's blue
oh!
ice arrows. Trolled.
Not
It's
even blue fire arrows. It is ice air.
It's
Horrible.
blue, like wisdom. It isn't the piece though. Sadie opening the gate.
Won't be able to cross the wasteland, I think.
No, Naked Wasteland is...
Oh no.
It's not the hardest thing to learn from the shrine to the Colossus. Getting across the river of sand, not so much.
He's just gonna keep
That's not
rolling
having a
away,
huge-
bro. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure why that second one didn't
Yeah,
didn't work for
no
him.
idea why King Dodongo just rolled again then, but you know, it happens. But the React 3 cycle
Being
King Dodongo.
rude and turning his back.
The 3-cycle King Dodongo.
And there we go.
Sadie paying again to get back into training grounds.
Kind of extortionate that they don't allow you to re-enter. But you know.
Hey,
Yeah.
they've got to make their money somehow.
Yep.
Crooks.
I think Sadie knows that whatever she needs is in here, and I guess she was just donating.
Good question.
Oh, so a piece was not.
It's not in the Dungo's cavern. But it's
Okay,
far
time
from
for
the
more
only
theory
unlocked
crafting.
thing.
The only
bombs
obviously
open the
bomb-locked
lock.
dungeon.
It
And
doesn't
we are-
necessarily. It's specifically bomb locked. You know, if
And
bombs
this-
lock both our bows.
And
Yep,
this.
there's one bomb lock check in Fire Temple that is accessible to us.
That was a DC foolish.
The Revenge of Gerudo Valley! Sadie just got important information there.
Valley
Yes.
Lake, after
That-
all.
Valley
I
Lake
love
redeemed.
it.
On the other hand, though, Dastar has beaten a dungeon now. Sadie still needs to do one. It's a slow boss that he beat, but he does have that access.
Oh, Sadie didn't beat Phantom Ganon. Dang.
Dastar also going to be the first to pick up the
SFM to
first
wisdom.
to pick up the creator song, and that is our opponent's song hint, which confirms what I think we kind of guessed, that
Yeah.
that with bombs being in training grounds, that the long shot was going to be inaccessible without crossing. I don't even remember what the Saria's song was. Nocturne, I think.
Yep.
Oh,
What was that hint?
Ice
Let's
to
see what's that
power.
there? It was a power. Ice to power.
Rush ice, rush ice. Wait, we still can't rush ice. We don't have ZL.
no ZL and no hover boots.
Can't rush ice. Well, the one song that we know we need is the Song of Storms, so it's a decent chance that the Song of Storms is in there.
Yep. Cack to wisdom. What did we gain
Rico
cack?
Pass.
What did we gain cack?
Lens of Truth is one option.
Which didn't lead to
There's a
anything.
bottle, which, you know, shouldn't matter. We've got a hook shot to get skulls.
Oh. What else? What was the song?
Ah, there we are. It was Minuet, thank you, Shane.
It
We
was
got Minuet. We know Minuet's path to get to the bonus song. So that explains our Kakariko.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
And what I said earlier about it being nice to have earlier path hints, it's not so nice now that we have the bomb bag, and we already knew the path, and with the last 2 path hints we had have pointed to things we've already done.
So, theory crafting for the 5-step piece a bit. I'm going to assume that Song of Time is going to be one way to reach that big chest on the right side of the maze, and there's a very convoluted other way to make it over there by getting all 9 keys, logically, which means that that Song of Time will fall out of that path list, and we will have one more item to get.
That's
There are keys on
possible.
the right side of maze, so Song of Time hard locked those bombs.
Yeah, right. There was one key.
Oh.
Or 2 keys. The other 2 keys on that
It
side.
could be in fire. There
Yeah,
is a
you check.
there is a bomb lock check in fire.
There is
Sorry, Dastar.
one thing to say is that it isn't necessarily looking for bomb checks in dungeons, because, you know, there might be all 3 bows are bomb locked.
Yeah.
You don't know that the bomb directly leads to the piece. It may unlock something that does then lead to the piece that doesn't count as... There we are. We see that Dastar still needed to do Foolish Dongo's Cavern. He's now picked up Zelda's Lullaby. It was all worthwhile.
Yep.
First medallion is always nice to have, even when it's a foolish dungeon. And the Dongo's Cavern isn't that long.
No.
Sure, he could have done it faster if he knows the chew setups to open the skull from the lobby, but yeah, it's not a huge amount of time it's saving. There's only a few rooms they could have skipped.
I am going to assume that bomb bag is still a path item, and that hookshot might not be. That there's just another hookshot accessible somewhere. No, Sadie, that's not.
You'd still need to find something in Trail, and the only other things in Trail would add items on.
Yeah, what I'm thinking about is that like if you have actually you could rush Ganons with this. That's one thing, but also I'm going to assume that ZL and Hover Boots, and thus likely also Din's Fire or Hammer, are going to be on the path to power. And with ZL being on the path to power, Hookshot, Minuet, Epona, Song of Time, Bombbag are also on the path to power. So that would put power to 10 steps, or 10 steps that we have so far, I think.
That's possible. And also, not to cut you off, but happy 1 hour.
Maybe 1 hour. Thanks to the folks who make this restream possible. Thank you to Dastar and Sadie for putting on this show for us. Thank you to the Wayfaring Fox and Skyreyes for tracking today. And thank you, obviously, to KLO and Kyrie for their insightful commentary.
Yeah, of course. Happy to be here.
You see Sadie
Giving her
now
another
heading
shot.
back the way she needs to go.
Oh no, you can't. No,
Even
you can't.
further away now, Sadie.
Sadie,
Stump
you
has
have
picked
to.
up his tongue.
Yep. You have to be basically right underneath it. Oh. I feel so bad. And yeah, thanks to you, Tobias, for restreaming and joining us here in the commentary
Sure,
booth.
we've got things on the screen.
Yeah.
Start clearing out the one remaining check in trail that we can actually do. Of course, Big Oran would add an extra item on top of that.
Yep. Songs are hard.
They are tricky, especially when you're having controller issues.
Dave's gonna run out of time here.
Come on, just a little bit closer, Sadie.
You
Just
literally
step
just need
forward.
to edge
my God.
forward. Turn around, go back, try it again. You're missing out on a bomb bag. No.
Back to your grade school
Song of Time
geometry.
unlocks the way to Rudo's letter. Yeah, okay. That tracks.
Yeah, unfortunately, that hasn't given us a lot of information there. You know, the Song of Time has locked bombs. Song of Time has locked Zelda's Lullaby. Song of Time has locked a lot of things.
I'm
Bombs
just gonna...
unlocked Ruto's, bombs blocked Zelda's Lullaby, so really we've got very little information about Ruto's letter. And we knew it was required anyway, because we need to go to Ice Cavern.
Yeah. Alright, that's our going back, kid.
On the plus side, it isn't one of these seeds where the last step of your path is bombs, or Zelda's Lullaby, or Hook. At least we've got some level of direction for courage going forward, some level of direction for power going forward.
Poor Sadie. Turning into small Poe. Yeah, no. So far, like, but then again, the piece could just be in Fire Temple behind that wall.
It could, you've got no guarantee of even being able to access it without the hammer. And, if you go there, it's only one check that is hard bomb locked. It's not a huge amount.
Yeah.
I can see chasing overworld
Oh
checks,
my
for example,
God!
the bow there. As I mentioned, if the bombs lock all the bows, but 2 bows are accessible, you know, we could still be looking at Wisdom in Forest. We could still be looking at Wisdom in Gerudo Training Ground lobby.
Oh dear. So Dastar asked me yesterday to teach him the technique for
Ooh, that's close,
hitting.
that's close.
That hits. Nice. For Dastar asked me yesterday to teach him the technique for Oh my god! He
No.
just.
God gamer. God gamer. Who needs setups?
Who needs setups? Who needs technique? You can just, I guess. I guess the chickens can just walk out of your way. All right.
Dastar, you are
You
a
need a setup
god.
when the man's a chicken whisperer.
Teach me your ways. Teach me your ways.
Hold on a second. Did he actually check Shoe Bowling 2?
That was
yeah,
True Bowling
that
too.
was-
Okay.
That was
Cool.
True Bowling too.
So, didn't we have a market path?
No.
We did
I don't
not.
believe so. Oh, that was the EU Weekly that had a market path.
I see.
Yeah, I'm afraid you need to go around the side for that one, Sadie. Dastar looks to be heading up a river. What are we looking for in the river? And access Zora's domain now. Unfortunately, without Ruto's letter, not going to be able to get into. That's true. Domain is Zelda's Lullaby locked. It is something that has been opened now that he has bombs and the Zelda's Lullaby.
Yep.
It's 2 extra checks. He's getting a skull here, I think, from the river. He's walked past it, unfortunately.
Oh right, skull in the. Yeah, I forgot about that skull.
Unless Dastar has decided to forego the power piece and not bother with the strength. Still quite risky considering we haven't seen a strength 1. That might be a logically required strength 1.
You know, I wouldn't blame
Is Dastar
Dastar.
getting the blue fire?
Ooh. Wait, is this
She's
something
thinking about trust
intent-
guys.
Okay.
Is this the intended way? Wait.
Yes, this is the
Never mind.
intended way. Except, of course, dropping the friggin' chicken.
Yes, that's the intended way, but a different intended way is to go from the top, which is the much easier one.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Yeah, your chicken has not respawned, Dastar.
No, I just want another bean.
Alright. Sadie is now back headed into Forest Temple. We are doing the normal time limit in sudden death. I.e., if one of them finds a piece within the 2 hours, it'll all be over.
Yeah.
And if one doesn't...
So the way the scoring works is there is a 2-hour time limit. If one person has found a piece, then it depends on who found that piece first. You know, if someone has 2 pieces and the other person has 1, the person with 2 pieces wins, obviously. If both people have 1 piece each, whoever found that piece first wins. If neither of them has found a piece, then we keep going until someone does. Sudden death.
Question. Is it Boss Keezy?
Yes.
Is Boss Keezy. Yes. It makes Water Temple a much faster experience, which is nice.
Everything
Cool.
Start
makes
picking up the
water
blue
temple.
fire. Unfortunately, he could have got that blue fire from Jan's castle as well, as he has beaten Dodongo's cavern. But
An extra bottle's always nice.
Yeah, but
it
I'm
does
just,
mean he doesn't have to go there on his way to ice.
at this point, I am assuming that Dastar has indeed forgotten that one dungeon beat opens up Ganon's castle for him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair enough.
I'm not sure, because he's continuing through to Domain. Maybe it was just, it's easier to pick up the blue fire on the way, rather than go to Ganon's and then ice. Which is correct. If you're going to do Domain now,
You need to walk a
personally, I'd
little
have been
closer to
chasing
the
Ganon's castle.
painting.
Sadie unfortunately continues to overestimate the length of the hook shot.
Yeah, this is unfortunate.
We did
Wrong
not see a
one.
scale.
Oh no.
Yeah, hookshot. Hookshot Fountain Gun can be tricky because it's not something you tend to do. You do need to roll forward as soon as you
Oh,
work out who.
that one worked.
Yeah, she wasn't. Okay, that's
Oh jeez.
outside Gan's castle. It's one of our is our last foolish.
That one also
So
worked.
we can confirm that there are no more foolish dungeons because dungeons are prioritized for foolish. We know Dodongo's Cavern is foolish, we know Deku Tree is foolish, but we now know there is a major item in every other dungeon.
Nope. Wrong one.
I think Dastar might be having.
And Sadie's dead. Yikes.
Dastar might be resuming having framerate issues here. He was having them before the race started.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Now we relit the torch there. One thing to note that I'm not sure he knew is that the torch timer restarts every time you light a torch. So the stick survives a lot longer than you would think.
And for some reason, he just aborts the attempt. I am confused at what he just did.
I guess he's starting the diving minigame instead, which tends to be an easier one. Well, it's an easier one if you go from the top. Avoid the torches, and that's a very good. That's possibly a 2-diver.
Oh, that's beautiful.
You'll love to see a Ruby layout like that. 2. He's gonna do it in 3. That's still very fast. I think the play here from Dastar is to head back into training grounds. I know we've completed the wisdom path, but that bow was bomb locked. So
Yeah.
there's a decent chance that wisdom is just sitting in training ground, and even past the chance for peace being in training grounds, you know your courage item's there, and you know your courage item is probably bow locked. It's unlikely it's going to be behind that strength 2 block.
Oh, Sadie.
Dastar's money woes are sorted. He's not going to be struggling for bombs ever again.
Nope.
Oh, just you watch, he'll find a way.
Dastar has 27 chews.
It'll be like one of those lottery winners that wins 18 million on the Powerball, and he buys 24 Goron tunics.
This time he had hit that torch.
Even if he does stop to relight the stick, he's still got time. It's not that.
There we go.
It's not that strict.
Oh.
And it is a small.
Domain was bait.
He does not have a strength to head back. He does have Prelude to get back to an adult, though.
Bolero.
You haven't picked up the bugs, unfortunately.
No, he's planting a bean.
I didn't actually see what was on the top.
Neither did I. Maybe he saw something we didn't?
I think I saw someone mention a bow before, which would be incredibly interesting to me. Because if there's a bow up there, beans are bomb locked at the moment. which would make that potentially bomb locked.
Ooh, true.
It would 100% make it. It's 100% Bolero locked.
Yeah.
Hovers are bomb locked too. We know that because the Zelda's Lullaby heads to the unlocks the hover boots, and bombs locked Zelda's Lullaby. So if there's a bow on top of the volcano, it's another bomb locked bow.
Well, I just realized Sadie got PG out of the
Yeah.
Got Fenton getting off his high horse. Come on! Oh my god.
Oh.
Just a little far away.
She just waits a little bit
You
too
don't
long.
have the Goron sword. That was an incredibly slow serve from Afghan. I didn't know he could even do that. I didn't know he'd had trick shots like that.
Oh.
And here is Sadie did not expect him to
Another
return
late
that one.
in.
Sadie does have bigger on sword. She just didn't equip it.
Yep.
Dastar getting the Ice Cavern Path to Power. I'm not sure whether he was the one that got the first one.
No, that was Sadie.
Ooh.
Come on, Sadie. It's one more hit.
No.
Either way, though.
Yeah. One more hit.
You weren't wrong, Tobias. One last late hint here from Dastar. Let's see if there's anything useful on it. That's the other Sacred Forest Meadow Path to Wisdom.
It's the one we've
We've
seen.
already solved that one. So, honestly, I'm thinking Forest or Training Grounds for our Wisdom. I wasn't feeling Fire Temple when you were mentioning it before.
No.
I think it's going to be Training Grounds or Forest. We've
Fair
seen
enough.
2 bomb locked bows. At least I think we've seen 2. I didn't see what was on the volcano.
Fair enough. That's a nut.
That's a nut.
Sadie is now.
Doesn't have strength, so can't go around that way yet.
Nope.
You can't do anything else in here, Sadie.
She already did the courtyard. I don't remember if Dastar did the courtyard.
I don't think so. He hasn't been in Forest Temple at
Actually,
all.
no. Dastar would 100% have equipped the Bigoran sword.
Yeah. No.
30
That's
minutes time save. No, that would be an immediate pause. But we're getting a decent clear up of Child at the moment. I don't think he's going to fully clear up and go Goron City. That's a bit far out of the way, and Dastar, like all of us, hates Child Goron City.
Alright, that's one. Looks like Sadie's getting the paintings now, at least.
Yeah, she's getting the hang of it.
Oh no!
You had to jinx it.
Isn't quite close enough to it.
Phantom Ganon does a lot of damage. A
Yep,
full heart
two hearts.
even. I didn't realize it was that much.
The adult bosses hit very hard, except for Morpho. It does not.
I died to Morpha a couple seeds ago.
Morpho does, I think,
Skill issue.
does half a heart on contact, but 2 hearts on the grab.
Yeah, that happened.
One that hits surprisingly hard is Obagia. That's like 2.5 hearts with the swipe.
Like
I
a
don't think
freaking
that's
freight
the-
train.
Contact damage.
I don't think that's surprising at all. He's a dragon. No, yeah, I was literally playing a league match. I got the quick grab. I got
Yep,
Morpho. I got Morpha into the corner of the door, and then I was like crouch stabbing, and then next thing I know, the tentacle grabs me and I die.
Sadie trying to bring out her inner Glaswegian there. Trying to bottle fan Ganon, unfortunately not effectively.
Okay, we got a little volley going. Good. Run!
Nailed
Run,
him.
Sadie!
Oh! I think she had him stun locked. Come on, you got this.
That was good.
I don't know where that ball went. I think it hit off the gate instead of her head. Dastar is going to be picking up whatever's on that volcano. Let's see what it is. He obviously got a better look at it than we did.
Yep.
It's a boomerang.
Oh!
It wasn't a bow.
Boomerang. Okay.
Yeah.
And we know Jabu is Jabu's path. Come on, Sadie.
One hit.
One more hit, you got this.
Oh! No!
Dang it!
Panicked. Panic slashing. What was first again? Spirit Medallion. Dastar is heading in. Might be prepping for skulls here.
Yep.
That might be why he's heading in. He's at 6, I think. I think they're both at 6, according to the tracker.
I think that's correct.
Not sure.
I mean, Dastar's going to be picking up skulls now, so I guess we'll see. Or maybe not.
Right,
Dastar
welcome to Double Forest.
I'm not sure if Dastar is going for this power path or not. He's picked up the boomerang to go to Jabu, but isn't picking up the skulls for the strength to go to Spirit.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
The problem is having clear direction at this point. Like, you don't really know where the game expects you to be headed next. Like, for me as well, with a 5-step path to wisdom that ends in a bomb bag, I would be thinking, okay, let's head to Dodongo's Cavern. Let's find that item there, or find that Triforce piece there. But that's not where we are, and it's not going to be in Ganon's castle. At least not Wisdom won't be, because both a hookshot and a bomb bag give us 1 dungeon each. So
Yeah.
The only hint location that isn't fulfilled that we have access to is training grounds. Well, and technically Ice Cavern, out of logic.
Yeah.
Personally, I'd still be following the training grounds path hint simply because it's for courage and that's the lower path count. And I mean, for all we know, that it's Requiem in Ice Cavern. That's like the last piece of the puzzle, and it's just enchant. The power is just enchant spirit. That's both the blessing and the curse of going out of logic in Triforce Blitz. Is that you can get rewarded heavily by collecting high step pieces, or you can get entirely lost in the sauce and have no idea where you are in your chain anymore.
Oh. Wasn't close enough to the
got some good
gate.
hits in there though.
But yeah.
And
Oh.
got him down again. Come on, attack him! Oh my god.
She side hopped by accident.
Yeah.
Start likely having an easier time with this one with the bow. Doesn't need to spend time moving in and out. We're in this phase 1.
So, welcome to Phantom Ganon Simulator.
Jump
Dastar.
slash, crouch
Really
stab.
quick,
Oh,
really quite
But power,
smoothly.
we do
Really
need to
quite
teach
smoothly
Sadie
moving
how to
into
power
it.
crouch step.
yes.
That is a definite thing. Rip.
I feel like Sadie most likely knows power crouch stab. Just the excitement of like knowing you're on Restream, you're being like, it's probably just excitement like making it cross her mind. You know what I mean?
Phantom Ganon being unpolite to Dastar there. Dastar getting the power crouch stab in place, but then Phantom Ganon immediately flying directly above him, so he couldn't
Oh my
retarget
Oh
him.
my god, what a
gosh.
tennis match! There's the power crouch step, and that is Phantom
Nice.
Ganon down for Dastar. GG's.
And that just
Phantom
shows
Ganon
the power
Simulator
of
has
power
been
crouch
beaten.
stabbing. It really is a strong technique, especially
Yeah.
with Phantom Ganon.
Yep.
Dastar would
Yeah.
have done even faster if he'd gone through the courtyard and picked up that big orange sword.
Mm-hmm.
The question
But
is,
yeah,
will he go back for more skulls and more items in the Forest Temple?
He didn't pick up the skull in the first room, though, so I don't know if he's chasing skulls anymore.
Yeah.
There really aren't that many places left for Dastar to go other than ice and training grounds.
At this point, I think you
Outside of
rush. At this point, I think you just rush to try and find your wisdom.
Yeah, there's
Fire
still half an
Temple
hour.
to Courage.
Fire Temple to Courage. Intriguing. We do have a Goron tunic. We have bombs. We don't have a hammer, though, so...
Well, we'll see what he's gonna do after he gets this next hint.
Yeah.
I feel like we have
As
to be
Shannock-
like... Sorry.
As Shannock says, that is our last path hint. We aren't getting any more path hints. That's all 10.
Okay. Cool. I was
What
about to say,
directions?
I'm pretty sure we're running low on hints.
Yeah.
Hookshot
And that's our
unlocks
last one.
Iron. Yep. So ZL unlocks hovers. Song of Time unlocks.
Okay.
So this is all one path.
Song of Time unlocks Ruto's letter. We have Iron Boots. Path. We have Song of Time. Path. We have Gerudo Training Grounds. Path. Is this the thing we want for Dastar? Is he gonna get it? Do we have a required item in the toilet?
I wouldn't put it past the seed.
Unfortunately, I think it might be Ruto's letter in the toilet, Velvet, but
Oh, that'd
it
be
could
cool.
well be Din. We don't know where Din's is.
Dastar obviously with that hint, with renewed vigor back into Forest Temple.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Skull's here.
dead zones.
Yeah, dead
Really?
zones are an issue.
Yep.
One thing with Dastar is, it does look like he might be following Bo here.
But he'll
Whether
get strength locked pretty quick.
Fair, fair.
Oh. Uh-oh.
These fairies, they don't exist. They don't exist. I told you, worst hitboxes in the game. They don't
Oh,
make sense.
100%. The only hitbox that is comparable is Morpha when you're trying to hook shot.
The Morpha has an understandable hitbox. It just doesn't have a front. If you hit Morpha from the side, then it works every time. You just, rather than pointing directly at Morpha, take a few steps to the side. Sadie trying to make friends by throwing a nut directly in his face.
Oh no.
Need some lessons in etiquette.
Yeah, I don't think that's how you make friends. Not sure though. I've always been bad at it.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I've never used projectiles to make friends.
Projectile friendship. Insert My Little Pony reference here.
Start getting his second key.
Where's Sadie going? Lake?
Well, I mean, if you can't Valley Lake, just Lake.
Yeah. You get
I've
half of
already
what
seen
you...
Dastar do Lake. Don't actually remember how he got to it, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
And Dastar getting the unfortunate post-boss Bigorn sword. Both players really need to be putting a focus on these skulls. You know, we're running out of checks that a strength 1 can be.
That's 8 for that, sir.
Just to note though, I think we've gotten literally all of our hints.
Yeah, we've got all of our unlocks, all of our foolishes, and all of our paths as well.
Yep. No, sometimes in this seed, obviously, with these path counts, sometimes would only be filling up the hint list if we had less than 10 hintable path locations. So yeah, that's it for direction in this seed.
Nice.
There might be another.
So
Chat
if you...
there surely has to be something in Castle. There could be something in Castle, or it just could be something in Training Grounds, bow locked. We've got the bow now.
Yeah. I think going back to GTG would be the best play right now.
Really, it's the best of a bad situation. You don't have that many things to do.
I feel bad for Dastar because this is one of the most finicky things ever.
It's as long as you remember to shield. Let's go straight up. You should be in place now.
Oh yeah, that'll work. That'll work.
Don't get killed by a spider. Ah, that should be fine.
Dastar understood the assignment.
It was 3 more in Training Ground. Put out. Correct. Well, 4 more. But we've already seen one of them. We've peeked the lower one. Or we've peeked the one above the center of the maze. That was nothing. Higher path to courage means the hookshot is also path to courage. Yes. Correct.
Huh?
So Bolero was vanilla, I believe, wasn't it?
Oh, well, Lara was in Composer Grave.
So ZL locked.
Oh. Yeah, but ZL was bomb locked. Therefore, it's hook locked because you need the hook shot to get the bombs.
Yep. So the hookshot is path to courage, indeed.
Oh.
Cool.
Nice.
Although to be fair, it's not exactly that much of a revelation that the hookshot is path to 2 items or to 2 pieces.
No.
It locks the game.
There are 3 items in this. I swear to God, I will confiscate both of these players' controllers and I'll buy them new ones.
I think Sadie might be having a better chance if she wasn't playing with an Atari 2600 joystick.
Whichever it is, I mean, yes, emulator setup plays a part in it. I know that.
But at this point, like, this is pretty...
These are very clearly also just dead zone issues that can't just be all emulator setup.
Dastar,
Okay.
taking a trip into Pathfire Temple. Makes sense, you get to find out it's Bolero, so you get to it very easily. But you also don't really need to spend that much time in here. You work out whether you're hammer locked basically immediately.
Yep.
Yeah, when it comes to possible dungeons that could have wisdom, it's very hard to say at the moment because bombs can lock other items.
Yeah, true.
Fire and Spirit Trial 2 are two that are bomb locked directly. You know that a bow was bomb locked, so that could be Forest and Training Grounds. There's a lot of game to cover for that wisdom piece.
Yeah, no, for sure. We are going to see a potential.
Yep, as you said, it could be this one. Does hammerlock whatever our courage item is, though?
Oh. True.
I can't see what that is. That is a key.
Yep. We get to climb without hammer, I
So-
think. One more key.
Not yet. We need a second key to climb without the hammer.
And the thing is, if this is a key, anything after this point could theoretically be
It's then bomb
the
locked.
piece.
Yeah, it's then
Is
bomb
then,
locked.
well, is then bomb locked if the hammer's bomb locked.
Yeah.
And oh my god. And
Fine, it's Gorn Tunic.
yeah, that certainly helps.
Let's be honest. We were saying, if hammer is bomb locked. Let's be honest. Bombs have locked so much of the seed. We don't need to ask that question anymore. If we think about an item, just assume it's bomb locked.
Yeah.
If we don't have it now,
Oh?
Fire
Wait.
Temple is bomb locked. But isn't it also tunic locked? I'm not sure where the.
No, we have we found a wallet and
Oh, yeah, good point.
and the
tunic
tunic.
was Fear 0 on the Ocarina game.
The point is, I mean, there are 3 strength upgrades in this game, so we're not sure yet if the one on 20 skulls is the only one available without other strengths. Okay, first runner is on the way to Ganon's castle.
Does Dastar know how to bomb jump?
Yeah. It's a good friggin' question.
Because go for any further in Fire Temple, he will need to do a trick to skip the strength block here in Fire. So that's coming up next.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. I really hope Dastar knows bomb jump.
I think
You
he
do know
has one.
strength logically. Ooh. Please stand in the middle. Sadie warping away from the castle.
Yep, without a dungeon beach, he can't exactly.
Ah, right, yeah.
There's a big
That
one
is-
in the shortcut.
That, which is also bomb locked.
That one's
Just
hard
saying.
bomb locked.
Twice over, yeah.
Even if there is a hammer.
And here's Dastar standing and contemplating his life choices.
Come on, equip the bombs.
Is he gonna try it?
Equip the bombs.
No,
No!
he's safe warping.
Understand.
No,
Oh,
he's saving to keep his bombs
Oh.
if he fails it.
Yeah, that's reasonable. Oh, that setup looked good. He only didn't
looked
get
good,
out
he
his
just-
shield in time because he has Bigoron sword equipped.
It was not Z targeting that was the issue. He was going through all of the steps correctly, just unfortunately too slowly.
I cannot do that setup for ground jumps. I just back up and roll into it. Spam.
Yeah, that is an option. I think everyone There's
Oh.
one that is nicer. You know, everyone finds one easy. And it really just depends on who you are, which one it is.
So
And
he's
here's
out.
Dastar giving up.
Understandable.
You thinking about where you can pick up skulls? Actually, not going through their own.
Oh,
setup
maybe.
there. It
Is this back to GTG?
could be.
I hope so. I think.
I have the feeling that there's a strength out there. That there's a path strength out there. It could be path strength in training grounds. Okay, he's clearing out the lake.
We're getting close to the end here. I think that's too far away.
No, that
Nope.
works.
He's got a deceptively large hitbox. As
And
opposed to everything else in the game, which has deceptively small ones. I mean, for all we know, we're going to go into overtime and then find courage in ice. I think there's a decent chance in ice, you know, it's on the way to power. For all we know that the 9th step is Ruto's letter.
Yeah, that's true.
We don't really have much direction on courage at the moment. We've got a decent amount of direction for power, a decent amount of direction for wisdom. I think the chances are courage is just on the way between the two. It's usually the case when you have two paths, when you have one path that has, like, no hints. With 18 steps, that's so much of the inventory included that it's quite hard for it not to be in the same path.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Sadie needs to step closer.
Like I know for a fact I've won races with huge path counts by thinking, what item don't I have, and which item do I have? Yeah, if you're like 12 steps through a 19-step path with 15 minutes to go, you think, okay, I don't have Ruto's letter, let's go ice, or I don't have long shot, let's go water. That kind of thing.
Yeah, fair enough.
After 1 hour and 44 minutes, the two of them have synchronized. Same platform at the same time. You need to backflip, Sadie.
Right.
Or do that. And Dastar is calling his horse. He might be doing what you suggested and headed back into GTG to do some more checks with the bow.
Courage.
Well, this unlocks what? 3 checks?
It unlocks 4, but we've already seen one of the 4.
And HBA. Ew.
I don't think we're going to see Dastar do HBA. With 15 minutes left, even at 1000, I know Dastar's distaste for horseback archery.
I hate horseback archery as well. Honestly, to Dastar's credit, he has managed his consumables pretty well this race.
Yeah. I mean, out of his 40 bomb chews, he's done well. Yeah, with 50, I agree with you there, Shinnok. On top of GTG being a dungeon, if you're 15 minutes left, you want to be chasing dungeons. If it's a path item, if it's a path location as well, you know, that's just bonus. Fortunately, Dastar has put his horse in jail, so might have a hard time getting it to run to him. Oh, the horse has escaped.
Yep. The horse has decided jail wasn't the right place for it. Now just the challenge of actually climbing on its back.
Sadie, give him a fan
Oh,
again.
if a bonus on an ankle, it,
Oh no, she's standing in the middle again. This is not the right place, Sadie.
can we just start Sadie with a long shot next time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start Sadie with the longer shot.
I was gonna say, for her the hook shot comes in two flavors, long shot and longer shot.
At least she's
Does
rolling.
have-
At
has
least,
pointed out.
at least she's rolling forward now to avoid taking the hard damage there.
As pointed out, has the big orange sword equipped as well now.
Unfortunately, you can't always escape it that way. As we just saw, Phantom Ganon also does shoot lightning bolts out to the sides of the arena, and sometimes you're just in the way of those.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, it's sort of star pattern.
Yep.
Comes out in.
Despite his distaste, it looks like Dastar is headed for horseback archery.
Nice.
Do you happen to do horseback archery in your training session?
We did not.
Did not? Oh, maybe. I was thinking that maybe he's just been practicing it and wants to show off for the restream.
He's been practicing it in secret, I'm sure. Yeah, that looks exactly like that.
Lost caused fallacy. If you miss the first pot, you miss it. Deal with it.
I'm gonna say 650.
I think he's gonna fail this one and then pull off a 1920 in the next one.
Oh god.
Oh, you're pretty close.
Pretty dang close,
You're
I'm gonna say
pretty
this one.
close.
Torterra in chat saying 990 the next one. That's kinda rude.
You know the worst is when you get 1450.
And that's why we don't need to worry about horseback archery 1500 for both of these. Alright,
That one.
There we are.
that went very well.
That's how you do it. That's why if you miss the first one, you just have to accept you missed the first one and go for the rest of the pots. If you try and adjust your aim, it's over.
It's a question of rhythm though. Oh!
Oh!
There's your 990.
1290. That's pretty good.
Honestly, that if he didn't know 1500 was disabled, that would easily have been a possible 1500.
Yep, that's true.
He had plenty of time left to aim for the center of that big target.
Yeah, especially since he got those 200s in a row. Like, that was big.
Yeah.
Can I also point out that tennis with the Bigoron sword works differently? And Sadie is learning that. She got it! There's Phantom Ganon down for Sadie.
Let's
Nice!
That's not GGG.
go. That.
There she is.
It's okay. It's a confusing place.
Well, will we see Sadie now go for inside Ganon's castle? We know there can't be a piece there. Well, there could be a piece there. Unfortunately, she can't get it. That somehow I don't think she knows.
First of all, she's getting hints
Doesn't
here.
have a bow to do hook extension anyway.
More keys for Dastar.
Yep.
Dastar, there are 2 chests in the lobby. Want to show us a second?
It was.
Yes?
It
No?
was brown. It was
Okay.
brown. Because it was the one that was previewed when it dropped.
Okay. He now also has bombs,
I
so
always
can
forget
beat
which
the
two it was.
Beamos.
He already did.
Okay.
He did it
Maybe
like right
Beamos, because
after.
He got the bombs next to the BMOS room, so just headed in straight after.
Reasonable.
We're about
We
to
have
find
one.
out. Oh,
He has
sorry.
not done every check now. There's the
That
spinning
only
eye
works.
stat.
That hook target is
Long
only
shot.
available with long shot.
It's like Sadie's going IGC.
Yeah, it makes sense. You've got 9 minutes left. Head into a dungeon. This one has 5 checks available to you.
Not too bad.
We know, unfortunately, it's not the right place, but you know, you've got a dungeon accessible. 5 checks is better than no checks. Unfortunately, Dastar's controller is going to have to do precise targeting again.
At the first two.
Did not think that second one
He
was going
did.
to hit, but he did.
Yeah.
Fun.
I
Yeah,
defied my
just
expectations
go
on that one. That is too steep an angle.
You have to reposition Dastar. Quick, quick, quick,
I've never
quick.
been able to.
Come on! Yeah, nope. You get to... And now he's confused. Too steep
Oh
an angle.
no.
You've run out of arrows. Just accept that you're going to have to do them all individually.
For which there is time. There we go. Small key.
Ooh.
That gets him to the center
Hey,
of the
so
maze.
bow
Which is nothing.
There's 2 chests
has
here,
really
don't forget
done
about it.
much, unfortunately.
Please don't tell me this is a
Yeah, we saw
Triforce
the-
piece.
That's
The other
my
wallet. Okay,
You already saw the other one through the roof.
I see.
Almost 100%. Sure, it was nothing. I'm pretty sure. As in, not even a key.
Alright.
Okay, so once more, we haven't really got anything. I think the issue that is bottlenecking both our runners here is that the strength from 20 skulls is required.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think more useful
That's
items
hard
will
looking.
be found deep in Forest Temple or somewhere else strength locked, which is most of the seed.
Yep.
Well, 100% deeper in Fire Temple, because that's been hinted past
Oh.
after the strength block there. But, I don't know, the vibe I'm getting is that there's a piece in Forest. And I always run based on my vibes.
With Triforce
That's why
Blitz, I think you
lose
have
2/3
to.
of the time. That's why I lose 2/3 of the time, but it makes me feel good when I win.
Yeah, true. Oh, Sadie doesn't have choose, does she?
Oh, but she can peek this.
True.
Does have the lens. If this is big, then it does become big for Dastar. Even if he does think that Gan's castle is 2 medallions, he has 2 medallions now.
Who knows? Maybe he's thinking 6 medallion big Ganon Castle. He's organized the Triforce Blitz tournament. Why would he know the settings? Ice trap.
Yay!
Sadie, remember you can peek this. Please. We need this. We need this for
Nope.
content.
Nope.
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 Yeah, so, like I do, there are some additional tweaks to these settings for the runners. 1500 horseback archery was disabled. They started with double defense. The Kiri sword is required in Logic for the dead hand in WoW. But to make up for these nice things, we've added in standard ice traps. So there are 6 of them floating around, and they were all listed as major items. Found 2 so far. There was 1 in the graveyard, in the shield grave, and that one there.
Yeah.
In the Sacred Forest.
So Dastar is now at 9 skulls. Imagine if there's just another strength on 10 skulls.
Is he going to go in?
Is he? He is at least close enough to spawn the Rainbow Bridge, which might surprise him.
Ah, he angled himself to go there.
Yeah, that's true. And I shouldn't snark too much. All right, Sadie is done here.
The cutscene box for that is not only deceptively small, but you also have to be looking at it. If you backwalk into the cutscene trigger, it doesn't work. You need to be looking at it.
I know one time I
Yeah,
backwalked off into the abyss.
Yep. The one I remember is when I backwalked into the abyss, but turned around in midair. So
Yep.
spawned the cutscene on my way to the ground.
That happened to me as well, but then my body just got flung upwards, and I was like, "Oh."
Yeah. Oh, good. They saved me as well as spawning the bridge.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
So similar to basically objects don't exist when you're not looking at them. There's no such thing as object permanence. That's why if you put a bomb next to a dirt wall and then sort of look away from the dirt wall, it doesn't blow up. It's a similar situation here, but with the actual trigger box for the cutscene. It doesn't exist until you're looking at it.
Okay.
I see. So
Other cutscene triggers have this as well. So the eyes in Dongo's cavern in the skull, if you throw a bomb into it, then jump to go look at the bridge, when it explodes, it doesn't actually trigger cutscene because the bomb is no longer on a trigger cutscene because the trigger cutscene stops existing.
Interesting.
Dastar is coming up to the spirit trial now, though, and has been keeping care of those chews. Does have still, I think, like 22, 3.
yeah, bomb chews are plenty in any case.
Has shoes, has a bow.
We've already found out that Dastar is the bomb chew god.
Yeah,
Indeed.
that still like amazes me.
Oh yeah, for anyone who wasn't there earlier, Dastar did restyle the bomb chew bowling in style. Some of the most precise targeting I've seen, which is ironic considering his controller seems to be breaking on precise movements. He has been having issues with Retro Arch from the start. Don't worry, there's a VOD, you can still clip the VOD afterwards.
Oh!
And there's a big... Is this it?
It's a Triforce piece!
There
It's
we go.
at Triforce piece at 159.17. I think Dastar realizes he is done. That is GG!
Oh my god!
There's a buzzer beater if there ever was one.
We're gonna call that one a buzzer beater. GG's. Wow.
GG's.
It is
Wow.
unlocked. It does explain the path.
Yep. Yep.
And whatever's in GTG is strength 2 locked. Or Iron Boots locked. And 3, 2, 1.
And
GG's
time.
in the chat to Dastar.
GG's. Whoa.
Happy 2 hours, everyone.
Yeah. Yeah, that certainly happened. Let's see if they want to hop in for an interview.
Oh no.
I think both of
I
them might
hated
want some time to decompress after this one.
Yeah, I can certainly understand that. Inching down the minutes always feels bad. 155.
You.
It's a pain.
Dastar in race time
All
was
right.
asked, "Do you want to
So,
hop in for an
everyone,
interview?"
we're
And
just gonna call it there.
Dastar's answer was, "You
Ron
better
can do
bleep
my
and believe
interview,
it."
hop over to Silver Gauntlets, but I am gonna leave this feed running.
Which one was that, by the way? I
indefinitely.
didn't even see
You just
which
might
Triforce
not
piece
That
that
was
was.
Wisdom. That
It
was
was
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
That was
All right,
in
yeah, makes
this
sense.
chat.
That was wisdom. That was the one we
So-
knew was.
Yes, I
almost
do
was
want
the
to
last
flip it.
step,
Are you kidding
so
me?
makes sense
We are
it's
going
there.
to like close
All right.
that down, and we are.
Meanwhile,
gonna put on
whoops,
my
that's Sadie
face
in
'cause-
full screen.
Woohoo, boy, that was
And let's hop on over to the
something.
interview
Okay,
screen.
Give me a second.
So,
Right.
Hi, Dastar.
so
Jesus Christ!
Hi, Sadie.
Welcome in, Dastar. Welcome in, Sadie.
how?
What, how, and why? Good grief.
Like at an hour 45, I realized to myself, oh hey, we had a hint of 20 skulls being a strength, didn't we?
Yes, you did.
Whoops.
Yeah, I knew about the 20 skulls, but I just had a hard time thinking of how to get them. And I also stalled out in GTG trying to do that stupid silver rupee room.
You just
Oh,
needed
you
to
did the
inch
toilet.
forward a little bit. No, the other one. You just needed to inch forward a
Should be
little bit
all right.
more.
directly under it.
Yeah, I was worried about that. How did you all like my many attempts at Phantom Ganon?
So same thing. You need to, like, when you figure out which one the right one is, you have to move forward a little bit more, because when you're standing in the middle, you usually don't have the length with the hook shot to shoot him.
Yeah, that is actually
Story.
my first time I have ever done Phantom Ganon with a hook shot. That was not something I practiced. That was not something I planned to do, but I was really running out of things.
And it would have been the right choice.
only
That
main
was your
weapons.
bomb deck on right side maze.
Hey,
God.
Sadie, you remember how before the race I said I predict Valley will be foolish?
Yes. Luckily, I got that before I did my Valley Lake loop.
But
Okay, because I got the DC foolish after I finished DC.
yeah, the other DC foolish hint was in Valley.
That's
You
great.
did get bailed out by that. Well, not bailed out, but it did
I mean,
work
it-
out for you anyway, Dastar. Because
No, it was the Forest Medallion. I do that anyway. Even if I didn't even remember that at the time, and I'm like, oh, well, this works out perfectly.
Yeah.
Because that's your freaking CL.
So, Dastar, where was the piece that you found?
I found the 5-step wisdom. Would you like to guess where before I say anything else?
God, I actually did. I'm pretty sure I saw a path to wisdom somewhere. That was the ice cavern path, right?
No, Ice
Nope.
Cavern was
No.
power.
Okay,
The four wisdom hints I got were Trail, GTG, CAC, and Sacred Forest Meadow.
Right, Trail. I couldn't do anything on Trail because I didn't have fucking bombs.
You could get the thing that was path on Trail.
Oh, I did get the hook. Right,
That was the
that's what I
path,
got
yes.
from Trail. That's what I got from Trail. Cool.
Yeah, so
Where was it?
It was on top of the piece, sorry. So it was Spirit Trial 2.
Son of a bitch. I was right next to it.
And no way to get there. It was so close yet so far. You were there before,
I
Dastar.
had-
We were right next to it.
What?
We were hoping you were going to use the lens of truth to spot it, Sadie.
I totally.
But
Oh,
that
right. The lens of truth was.
It was about 3 minutes before.
Oh, Sadie, did you do a sub 5-minute TCG as well?
The what?
Did you do sub 5-minute treasure chest game as well?
She did not.
No, actually, I actually forgot about treasure test game.
Okay, you're dead to me.
Hey, Gudrun, can I have a spoiler log, please?
Oh, I'm looking at it.
Yeah, you do. Oh, right. She did put the link to the seat in the damn race room. I just need to,
Wait, there's a spoiler log? I want to see
Yeah,
this.
because Gudrun manually rolled it for us.
Steve was rolled a spoiler log. I can tell you every single bomb, except the bomb bag in Gerudo Training Ground, was bomb locked, including all the bomb chews.
Nice. I love the 20-pack on Link the Goron, by the way.
Yeah. There was The courage is light trial,
Mm-hmm.
That tracks.
and power is water temple.
Water
Yep,
temple.
What?
Yeah.
Water?
No. Yeah. No wonder
that
it's
makes
18
sense.
pieces. No, that makes 100% sense.
Yeah. So you get Song of Time and Minuet. So you get your hookshot. Those are all the first things you get. Then you get Nocturne from Minuet. You get Aponos to get yours, and to get your bomb bag, and then you can also get your strength upgrade.
And then
Hammer.
everything else is after strength, right? That's what the Jabu and Well and Ice Cavern stuff is for.
Yes, it's strength is locking hammer,
Oh.
Rudos letter, and CL.
And yeah, the
Jesus.
second hook shot is on Shadow Temple Bosky.
Oh, ew.
Yeah.
I have said so many times today, boy, I hate this game. Why do I do this to myself? And then I realize it's because I went into this knowing this is gonna suck ass. That I'm like, this is actually kind of pleasant.
So, Chad, if you want to experience the spoiler log yourselves, I just dropped the link to the seed in chat because that is a work of art.
Turn. I
The
thought I
thing
gave.
is-
I
thing is
thought you
that-
didn't have time to make a plan, though.
That's the thing, was that what killed me is that everything that I had done prep for, I wound up not using in this seed. I
That's
had
always how it works.
studied Fire Temple. I had looked up Weep Skip and been practicing it. I had been practicing B1 Skip. And
Oh, you lied to
everything
me. You told me last night you didn't know Weave Skip.
I
Also,
didn't. Well, I was working
You
on it
lied
last
to me. You
night.
tried to get an edge up on me with that.
Whenever I told you I hadn't practiced it, and then I went and practiced it. I'm not good, but I practiced it.
That's fair.
also,
No, yeah.
me
Go
and
ahead.
Tobias have one thing to say. Fix your
Oh,
dead
no.
zones.
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
no. Tobias knew about this yesterday because he watched me while I was practicing, and I literally said to him, "My dead zones suck, but I'm not gonna bother changing it now because I don't really have the time to get used to new controls."
That's
I
our
don't know
Sadie's
how
dead
to
zones.
fix it, especially on keyboard.
Yeah, no,
What?
when Sadie said that they were switching to keyboard, I said, "Thanks for throwing the race for me."
Wait, Sadie,
I-
you went keyboard warrior for this.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I was playing keyboard.
What?
Okay, I take back single thing I said about your dead zones this seed. Never mind.
Oh, yeah, no, I
That-
knew about
that's
that.
why my dead zones were so fucky.
Okay. Okay.
So, Dastar, even if your dead zones were
Oh
messed up,
no. Here we go.
bum chew bowling.
Oh my god.
I am a god of gaming. What can I say?
Yeah, God Gamer.
God
God Gamer.
literally.
Like there were at least like 2 or 3 different things that I had literally never done like successfully commonly. Like I had hit the jump slash and Dompe race thing. I've done that once successfully before this. The bomb chew bowling made me pop the hell off. I nearly pissed myself when I opened and got that Triforce piece at the end there.
I want to say I'm so happy I got Dampe Racing the first try because my
Right.
Dampe Racing practice yesterday was nasty.
Sadie, I really hate to tell you this, but you didn't get it first try. You were over a minute. You didn't get the second item.
F.
Oh, that's
But
what I was messing up.
speaking of things that you practice that you didn't need, I spent like 45 minutes yesterday working on hover boots backflipping to the left side Goron City chest in the maze, and I never went to the maze at all.
It wasn't 45
I
minutes, to be
did
fair.
nothing in Goron City.
No, there were 22s in Goron City. What are you talking about?
Where?
Link the Moron!
Okay, well, but I fucking hate Link the Goron. I can
That
never
sounds like a
beat
skill
Link the
issue.
Goron.
Everyone.
It is a skill issue. Today was 100% a skill issue.
Yeah. No, I legitimately laughed because I used a bomb chew on him, and then he immediately gave me bomb chews. I'm like, oh, that helps. Oh, wait, I have 20 more. What?
So
Yeah.
I think the irony here is that other than getting the hammer on Blue Po chest and the second strength at the top of Fire Temple, which was hinted, power is like 50% skippable. At
Yeah.
least 50% skippable. It's only about 6 of the 18 steps you actually need.
Wow.
Sucks, doesn't it? Welcome to Triforce Blitz.
Exactly.
Yeah, go ahead.
There's a reason I don't play Triforce Blitz, and this seed is the reason.
Yo, same.
Weirdly, this
yeah,
has me
as
more
the fall
excited to play
dungeon, 50
Triforce
skull seed.
Blitz.
Exactly.
Yeah,
as
you
if-
guys
as
think
if
you got
fall
bad
dungeon and
logic?
50 skull seed for the rest
It's like
is gonna be
nothing
much
will
better.
ever be bad as having this for a first restream seed. I can only go up from here.
I mean, that's fair. Oh, that's
looking forward
where.
to seeing you both
Oh
in
my
future
god, I
videos.
hate it. Wait. How does Lost Woods Deku Scrub have Rudo's letter? I'm confused. Because how does Song of Time unlock Rudo's letter? For the bombs.
'cause you
Oh,
need
that's
to-
gross.
Yeah,
That's
you need
gross.
bombs to go into the grotto.
That.
Yeah, we saw
assume it's
that
the
unlock
grotto
in
right.
Edinburgh.
It's the grotto right next to the Goron City
Yeah.
entrance, right? Yeah.
Yep. No.
No, the one next to the Sacred Forest Meadow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We saw that unlock hint on one of your sides, and we're like,
Mm.
okay, so Song of Time locks Ruto's letter. That is anything bomb locked or
That
anything
was literally what I said too. Yes.
or anything bow locked.
I went thanks game.
Yeah.
So the unlocks where I want to make sure I know the unlocks here because
Lullaby
the
unlocks
irons?
hover boots. Song of Time unlocks Rudo's letter, and Hookshot
Yeah,
unlocks
yeah,
iron boots.
Yes, I want to know what the logic is for those.
They were Spirit Temple, Hallway Right, Invisible.
For irons.
For irons, yeah. And
So
hover
where
boots
we're
were bottom of the well, center Skulltula.
Bottom of the. So that was Storm's Lock, and
Yes.
Storms was on Sheik at
Colossus.
Colossus, which we couldn't cross unless we had. You had to have the long shot to cross. Oh no, you had to beat Ice
Cavern.
to get
you
Requiem.
go to Ice Cavern together.
Yeah. Which you needed Rudo's letter, which was just sitting in the fucking woods.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
also,
Yeah.
Tell me again why
Megatonhammer.
people enjoy this game.
I swear this game can be great.
I mean, it was great
That's
for
how
you.
you
I
enjoy
was
it.
laughing the whole time.
You
Oh, we
enjoyed
were
this
too.
so much that you helped organize a tournament for it.
Me? No. I did nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. You can't prove anything. Don't worry about it. Stop.
Yeah, there's not 2 YouTube videos of you speaking.
No, there's definitely not me talking to past Elegatua and future Elegatua at the same time. Yeah, no. I trying to keep all this crap straight in your head while playing the game is nuts. And every
It's
time
hard.
I play it, I get a new appreciation for it, and I just like, yeah, no, never doing this again. And then somewhere down the line, I'm going to make some stupid idea like, hey, gift X number of subs, and I'll make myself suffer. What I do best.
But you don't get donated gift subs by saying you'll do something nice for yourself, do you?
Only if we do
No,
something
absolutely not.
mean.
Especially.
I mean,
Mhm.
let's be fair. The way that the one that got Dastar and us, Dastar and me both into racing, or into even considering a race, was actually
point.
doing something significantly nice. I do need to remind people that we collected, I think, more than $5,000 for
It was some
for the
gross
Trevor
number.
project. It was a ridiculous number.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
yeah, it was ridiculous, and it's still the highlight of everything Ocarina of
For
Time related
sure.
I've done. But so Sadie, I don't know if you could tell, but I literally got that Triforce piece at 1 hour 59 minutes and like 10 seconds.
16, but yes.
I was so scared we were going
I
into
put my
overtime,
controller
so
down and I just
thank
said, no,
you.
I'm done.
Thank you for finding that piece. So
Right,
that
I
we
didn't want to
could
go to
end our
overtime.
misery. I didn't want to do overtime either.
I am honestly shocked we didn't get overtime on this.
I thought we were. That was a
We all
buzzer
did.
beater. That was a
We all
buzzer
did.
beater.
I scared the shit out of my roommate with that. Because I just literally put my controller down and started screaming. Oh god. All right, I'm done. I need a nap. Thanks, guys. This was fun, and
Thanks
I'm
for
never
joining
doing
us
it
for an
again.
interview, Dastar and Sadie. And yeah, I mean, Velvet asked for a Restreamer showdown between him and me, and I mean, I
Don't
hid.
worry, we'll make sure to.
I hid in the
Sorry.
beginning of the thing, but I'm not saying it's off the table.
Well, now
I
it's your turn to
would
suffer.
also come
But I'm also
play.
I'm also not saying that it's gonna come cheap, Chad.
Oh no. Anyway, by the way, let me know when that happens so I can plan to something into Chowgorn City for you. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Hey, Dastar.
Bye.
All right, let's wrap this up. By saying, obviously, if you came in from the raid from Zelda Speedruns, or if you found us again, or found us for the first time today, what's happening here on the Silver Gauntlet next will be the Challenge Cup. Silver Gauntlet's Challenge Cup, together with the main tournament, is on the horizon. The main OoTR tournament is about a month away. First qualifiers start the weekend of let me get the dates right. 11th and 12th of November. So we are looking at a bunch of racing coming up in that tournament. Also, in the meantime, we are looking to put on some league restreams. So from the OoTR league. We still need to figure some stuff out for that, but do watch out in our Discord, or look at the schedule in our Discord. We will have the restreams scheduled there as events as soon as we know they are happening. And I only need to close by saying thank you to everyone who made this restream happen, and among those, primarily among those, were the people in chat who gifted subs to the Silver Gauntlets to reach that 50 sub goal that Dastar and Sadie had set, and which compelled them to make this race happen. Also, of course, thank you to Dastar and Sadie for putting on a heck of a show, and thank you to the people who made it happen in the background, the trackers. That'll be Wayfaring Fox as well as Skyreyas, and the people who were yapping about this seed in the foreground, KLO, Kyrie, and I guess I got to do that too. And also, obviously, thank you, Gudrun, for being our race monitor today.
No problem. Thank you for being our restreamer.
My
Yep,
pleasure.
it's been a pleasure.